I thought that, like, without a shadow of a doubt or reasonable doubt, that's supposed to mean something. In this case, it should be over then, right? What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. Welcome to my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I thank every last one of you guys for taking time out of your day to view my content. If you enjoy the content that I do put out, please do me a favor and hit that right there so that this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm, and also so that my content can consistently be recommended and posted to you. Okay, I really appreciate if you do that. Make sure you follow me up here and down here on any of these platforms. All right, folks, so we have to talk about this because I did a video yesterday on former porn star Stormy Daniels with her so-called encounter with President Trump and her affair and all this and that, which I don't know what that would have to do with this case. I guess it has something to do with hush money, whatever like that, but I don't know what this has to do with him trying to run for president. Oh wait, election interference perhaps? Yeah. No, it's not, Ty. It's not election interference. Come on now. They could have been done this last year before last, while he was still the president. I mean, come on now. Thing is, though, is that what would the jury say? Because there is a lot of flip-flopping going on here. But first, check this out.
Again, Stormy Daniels will take the stand, and in a courtroom where many legal analysts say the judge has completely lost control, the jury being prejudiced. Let's welcome in our expert panel now. Pleased to have the state chair of the Delaware Republican Party, also attorney Julianne Murray with us, and also with us, former federal prosecutor Doug Burns. Welcome in, panel. It is great to have you in today. A lot to get into.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, exactly. So let's begin. You know, the jury can't unhear what they heard yesterday, what we all kind of heard through, the reports of these sexual encounters, some of which he had in the past had contradicting statements on, saying, I never did this or that with Trump. But I think the question I have for you both, they wanted a mistrial, and the judge was like, no, okay, Juan Merchan not inclined to do anything to help Trump. But he did say some things are left better unsaid in his at the end there. So when he tried to blame the defense for not objecting enough, I'll go to you first, Doug. So was this something that Trump's attorney should have been jumping all over? I mean, it's done, we're there, but how could this have happened and gone off the rails?
No, that's a little bit of a misconcept. In other words, they have what we trial lawyers call a standing objection. They objected to her being called in the first place. They objected throughout. So on appeal, it's clear that they've preserved their objections. And it was actually the judge just being frustrated at his own conduct, in my opinion, and trying to blame them. It had nothing to do with the defense lawyers. One of the absolute most basic principles of evidence law is that if the probative value of a piece of evidence is outweighed by its prejudice to the defendant, then it shouldn't be admitted. This could be taught in every law school as a classic example of that, and it should never have been admitted into evidence. Really disgraceful.
So from the outset, they were already set up to fail when he said, we'll allow this. This was sort of a loss for them. But appeal, again, a lot of folks are saying, they really don't care about the appeal. We know they just want to kind of get him on some type of charge here. And we also learned this. Susan Hoffinger, the prosecutor leading the questioning of Stormy Daniels, it was a female. It wasn't Matthew Colangelo, the former number 3 at the DOJ. Well, how about this? She donated to President Joe Biden's campaign in 2020, just like Judge Juan Merchan. Why so many people here are looking at this saying this is a huge conflict, Julianne?
It is. And, and in terms of the whole Stormy Daniels testimony, I agree with Doug completely. They had a standing objection. And, and when you're in trial, you have to make a decision about how much attention you want to call to it. They've already preserved it. And from from an appellate standpoint, you have to preserve your objection. They did that. This is clearly more prejudicial than probative. This is, her testimony should not have been allowed. It's not relevant to the charge of the falsification of the documents. So, I mean, in terms of the appeal, I think it's solid. But I understand the point also, we don't want to deal with Trump being convicted on something. That's right. What they want. And, and so all of this smoke, all of these conflicts are a problem. But unfortunately, I think that, the best thing for us will be if the jury sees this for what it is. We only need one.
Yes.
One juror.
So you heard all that. Right now, we're going to draw your attention to right here where social media hit Stormy Daniels for changing her stories, right? So now right here it says this. Stormy Daniels said, I recently became aware that certain news outlets are alleging that I had a sexual and or romantic affair with Donald Trump many, many years ago, she said. Daniels apparently said in a January 10, 2018 statement, she said, I am stating with complete clarity that this is absolutely false. Case closed, ladies and gentlemen, go home. It's all over. That's what it should be, right? No. Anyway, she said, my involvement with Donald Trump was limited to a few public appearances and nothing more. When I met Donald Trump, he was gracious, professional, and a complete gentleman to me and everyone, she put, in my presence. Rumors that I have received hush money from Donald Trump are completely false. If indeed I did have a relationship with Donald Trump, trust me, you wouldn't be reading about it in the news. You would be reading about it in my book. But the fact of the matter is, these stories are not true. Then on January 30, 2018, Daniels signed a statement saying, the fact of the matter is that each party to this alleged affair denied its existence in 2006, 2011, 16, 17, and now again in 2018. I am not denying this affair because I was paid hush money, as it has been reported overseas, owned by tabloids. I am denying this affair because it never happened. Daniels has said the statements were lies and indicated that she signed because she was worried about legal repercussions. The Washington Post reported. Now, I don't have to go any more into that. If you want to read it, you can go check it out. But my thing is, it should be a wrap right now. You know how they say things without a reasonable doubt? There it is right there. It's reasonable doubt that this woman is a liar. It's without a shadow of a doubt this woman is a liar. Well, Trump lies too. We're not talking about Trump. We're talking about her and her testimony right now. We're not going to try to take it to him. He said it didn't happen. She said it didn't happen. Well, what are we talking about right now? Oh, well, maybe it did happen. I just forgot I was under so much pressure because of the repercussions I may face. Well, you're not worried about repercussions right now? Oh, and then the mystery man that showed up. I'll tell you what, woman, you better not go after Donald Trump or you're fixing to have all hell break loose come to you. You understand that? You say nothing while you on that stand. Come on, man. You were in the porn industry where your life was at stake all the time. And you worried about some repercussions. You weren't worried about no repercussions on them STDs. Apparently, if Trump did do something with you, he wasn't worried about it either. Y'all both nasty if you did it. No, let me stop y'all. Tori, why would you say that about Trump? I'm just saying. If some of y'all that don't have a brain, some of y'all, look, even though some of y'all can claim to be conservatives, a lot of y'all do have some attributes, some personality traits of people that are on the left. Y'all can't take a joke. Yes, I said that if Trump did do something with his woman, he took a risk too. Not saying that he did, just saying if. But y'all not going to say, why'd you say anything about Donald Trump? Shut up. I'm going to vote for the guy. I like the guy. I'm definitely not voting for Biden. Who are you voting for? Anyway, let me know what y'all think of this. Do you feel that because of all this stuff that come out, things she said in the past and everything like that, it should be tossed out because this is what they do with Donald Trump? They look in the past, look what he said then, that's who he is now. Stormy Daniels, look what she said in the past. Should be case closed, right? Let me know what y'all think about leaving it in the comments below after this video. I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, and I hope and pray every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.